Hello, everyone, and welcome to D&Z TV, the place where we give you up-to-date information of everything happening in the royal paradise and the entertainment industry at large. So, if you've not subscribed to the channel, we urge you right now to click on the subscription button, comment, like, and share our videos, and we will definitely and always give you more up-to-date information of everything happening as it is hot. So, right about now, the Ooni of Ife has actually changed his chef. Yes, the Ooni of Ife is being mandated that he should change his chef because of some of the things that are happening in the palace we do not understand. Now, before now, the Ooni has been working with a female chef. Now, with this female chef that has been cooking for the Ooni, a lot of occurrences have been happening in the palace that are not too properly defined, that even got to an extent even the Oni himself did not really understand or peruse how things are happening. So what did he now do? He now requested that he needs a male chef. Yes, the Oni is actually in search of a male chef because what is happening is he did not even know that his chef has been changed. And as a royal, as a monarch that he is, woman that is not his wife is not supposed to cook for him. Yes, a woman that is not his wife or his mother is not supposed to cook to him, especially because women always experience a monthly cycle. And if somebody now experiences a monthly cycle and cooks for the Oni, his powers will be reduced. So, because of that, when the last chef that was cooking for him left, Ronke now went and employed another chef. So the chef that Ronke now employed is a woman. And just as I said before, when someone now begins to cook for the Oni that is not your wife or is not your mother, and the person is in his monthly cycle, it will now reduce the power of the monarch. So Oni now realized that somehow his powers have always been reducing. His powers have always been reducing. Each time they bring up a serious issue or serious matter in the palace that he's supposed to handle, he will not be able to handle it. So people were now beginning to wonder, why is it that the Oni is finding it difficult to handle most of these um, silent issues that naturally he should be able to handle? Because if he does not, if he's not able to handle these issues, they will always escalate. And when they escalate like this, people will now begin to come and notice and feel that his power has reduced though, they should do something about it though. And in a situation where that they cannot understand what to do, so technically it becomes a challenge. So Oni now investigated and called all of his wives. I was now asking them, so what exactly is happening in this palace? Why is it that I'm seeing the best doctors, I have the best priests around me, but yet I always still fall sick? There's this particular migraine that anytime it comes like this, Oni will feel as if he's in another level. So he wanted to really know and understand why things were actually happening the way they were actually happening. It was at that level and dimension that he opened up and be like, my chef was changed. Oni was very shocked because what the Oni did was he was inviting all the wives one by one, and he forbid them not to divulge the information to another person, because all these women now, they can come now and come and hear something, and they will definitely come and tell him that if anybody leaves the palace, his chambers, and come out, they'll be like, so what did he say? He will now open up and say, okay, he said X or he said Z. So now Oni was now asking all of these women one by each, what is really happening? What are you not doing properly that you're supposed to be doing. So when I got to the turn of Ronke now opened up that Theo, she actually changed a chef to a female chef. Ooni now screamed, God forbid, how can you get me a female chef? They now invited the female chef to come. Life and behold, the female chef was even in a monthly cycle at that period, at that point in time. So that one alone, first was a no. Ooni now said no. They have to sack her immediately. That she has to go. It's not possible for a female chef to come and be cooking for him, because a female chef cooking for him signifies doom. When a female chef cooks for you, there are tendencies and possibilities that they will weaken his strength of discernment, his strength of wisdom, his strength of understanding. So my people, that was how the Ooni fired the chef. And I had to call back all the other Oloris and told them specifically that none of you here should ever get a female cook for me again. The only person that has the right to cook for me is my wife. If your wife cooks for you, even in when she's experiencing her monthly cycle, it's not an issue. It's not a problem. Everything will still be okay. Everything will still be all right. But you see, once it has to do with a stranger who you don't have any blood or bodily affiliation with, your powers will definitely weaken. My people, that was how the Ooni had to fire Ronke's female cook and now brought in a male cook. Because with the male cook, there is no issue, there is no challenge, there is no problem at all. Everybody is going to be nice and everything is going to move well again. So as of now, the Ooni has gotten a new male cook in his house so that he will not fall prey to all the devices of the enemy, because the enemy is trying, pushing, and trying to make efforts to see that he brings the Ooni down. But God will protect the Ooni. Alright people, this has been Dianzi TV. I want to say thank you to listening, and we hope to see you some other time. Bye bye.